I'm cold in this cocoon of warmth. I'm deflated in this pumped up world. I'm not worshipping the God of reason. I'm considered unreasonable. I'm looking in a cave and finding no monsters. I'm looking to the mountains and see no gods. The ancient spirits have abandoned us, disbelievers. No ancient altars of sacrifice to appease the gods. But there are sacrifices, with the stroke of a pen more powerful than a bolt of lightning. A rainforest is sacrificed to the God of reason. There's no native gods to pull us into line, to smote us with plagues. With the stroke of a pen more powerful than a bolt of lightning, a rainforest is sacrificed to the God of reason. There's no native gods to pull us into line, to smote us with plagues, to point the bone at our unearthly throne. They have been disposed of, dispossessed, dismissed from their custodial duties. There's a great fear for the land they nurtured well. The land despairs, rainfall repairs. With God's gift of bounteous rain, what do? Inflict more pain. What do? Gain more gain. For the gravy train. It's reasonable to run with God's gifts. It's reasonable to run with down rangelands. It's reasonable to run with excesses. Run a racehorse. Run off to the races. Rearrange our faces. Run off the rails. Now, out of the Twiggy Forrest, popholes, comes the afflicted, addicted, depicted as lost souls. The God of reason, our new mythical monster, in the form of a blind mole, surges forth, emerges from the underground it haunts, usurps those lost souls' primitive urges, and begins its scourges. Like gaunt, emaciated sheep thou sacrificed, captured for the chop, drained of every drop of godliness. Resort to splurges, depraved urges, reasonableness resurges. No hunt, no hounds, nature is outward bound. In those automated towns, insulated from dust storms, norms as the earth warms, anarchy abounds in the surrounds. Those with compassion are lashed for a lashing, leaded and beheaded. Their captors kill at will, to satisfy an ill-gotten notion that they are the chosen ones with guns, the appointed, anointed sons of reason, commandos commanding in the killing season. Holy cow, stop it now! Bond yourself with the benevolent God. Reconnect with his world, the sod. He's not unreachable, he is unpreachable. I implore, adore, restore his sanctuary, the savannas, the woodlands, the rivers, and those oh-so twiggy forests, and Twiggy Forrest's plan for unemployed man. The plan to have everyone work again with dignity. No mentally degraded, no poor bastard parading jaded in prison yard, hard drugs too hard, no poor unfortunate. The mythical monster of old who kept civilization from shitting in its own nest are no more. They have been kicked out the door. But we've created a new one, the devil's son. The new mythical God of reason conquers nature, changes the season, extinguishes species, lives on its own feces, and, oh brother, rapes its own mother. To man it's a mental menace, drugs his panacea. It's menacing, subjugating, subordinating and decimating Mother Earth for all it's worth. She has taken a stance, led us on a merry dance, thrown her humans out of tilter, they smoke with no filter, create strife, live life as if there's no tomorrow, borrow from the future. If you stand in the way of their loot, they'll shoot you. Why, the non-humans cry, human nature, we hate you. Well, we've placed ourselves above them. We don't love them. We have bared the plains and stopped the rains. No more do our rivers deliver the life-giver water as they oughter. Floodplain gums we plunder, their death cracks like thunder. Startles the cockatoo community, trying to maintain its unity, while we march on seemingly free of impunity. But we are not so, see, the cracks are starting to show. Watch the wind blow. Desiccating the treeless land, shifting sand, temperatures climbing, species declining. Now, the first living thing has throws its hat in the ring. The simple cell is giving us hell. Bacteria and virus defy us. Think you can kill us with your chemical stew, says Guardia. The harder we try, the more we defy. We are one with nature, no, not one above, with no love. She is vulnerable, but when push comes to shove, she has a winner. They eat us for dinner. The virus defy us. She has these little ones. They have big guns. Fighting on a hidden front, a guerrilla stunt. They are winning, thinning us. Multiple resistance ensures their persistence. They frustrate those who think they can dominate, annihilate. Panicky people are just as liable to reach for the Bible. The Lord told Moses on the mountain when the mob were idolising, take this tablet and you'll be on the path to ecstasy. The Bible's been skewed. The message has been misconstrued with modern man as it can. Now we are taking ecstasy tablets, this wandering, aimless, lost band, still idolising. I want to acknowledge an article by Jared Owen in The Australian, used in this, of the 31st of July 2014, and a YouTube clip, Approaching the Unconscious by Carl Jung, when I mentioned the God of Reason.